Dr. Dre's story is a journey from the rough streets of Compton to becoming one of the most powerful figures in music and business. Born Andre Ramel Young in 1965 in California, his life began in a world where survival was the first lesson. The streets were tough, filled with violence, gangs, and broken dreams. Music became his escape, a way to turn chaos into rhythm. From a young age, Dre was fascinated by sound systems and DJ culture, spending hours learning how to mix beats and control the energy of a crowd. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, the hip-hop scene was exploding in Los Angeles, and Dre found his place behind the turntables. He joined a local club group called the World Class Wrecking Crew, where he learned discipline, creativity, and performance. But while the music was bright, the streets outside were dark. Drugs, crime, and police tension shaped the world he lived in, and Dre wanted to tell those stories through sound. That passion would change music forever. In 1986, Dre met Eazy-E and Ice Cube, two young rappers with a vision to give a voice to the streets. Together, they formed N.W.A, a group that would revolutionize hip-hop. Their raw lyrics spoke about police brutality, racism, and the harsh realities of life in Compton. When their album Straight Outta Compton dropped, it shook America. It was powerful, angry, and real. The government condemned it, but the people embraced it. N.W.A became a movement, and Dr. Dre became its heartbeat, creating beats that defined an era. But success brought tension. Money disputes and personal differences led to Dre leaving N.W.A in 1991. That decision was risky, but it opened the door to a new beginning. Dre founded Death Row Records with Suge Knight and soon released his solo album, The Chronic. The album changed everything. It introduced G-Funk, a smooth blend of funk and rap that became the sound of the West Coast. The Chronic was not just an album, it was a revolution in sound production and storytelling. Dr. Dre's influence continued as he discovered and mentored new artists like Snoop Dogg, Tupac, Shakur, Eminem, and 50 Cent. Each of them became stars, and each carried a part of his vision. Dre was more than a producer. He was a creator, shaping hip-hop culture from the ground up. His studio became a laboratory where beats turned into masterpieces and where broken stories found rhythm and power. Yet behind the fame, there were struggles. Legal battles, violence around Death Row Records, and personal losses took their toll. Dre eventually left the label to build something more positive and independent. He started Aftermath Entertainment, focusing on quality and innovation instead of chaos. It was a new phase in his life, a rebirth through business, discipline, and focus. When Dre met a young white rapper named Eminem, he saw raw talent that others ignored. He took a risk signing him, and together they made history. Songs like My Name Is and The Real Slim Shady turned Eminem into a global star and proved Dre's genius once again. His belief in others showed that real leadership comes from recognizing potential even when the world doubts it. As years passed, Dre's name became synonymous with excellence. He continued producing hits, but his ambitions grew beyond music. Partnering with Jimmy Iovine, he co-founded Beats by Dre, a brand that transformed the headphone industry. It was not just about sound, but lifestyle and identity. In 2014, Apple bought Beats for over $3 billion, making Dr. Dre one of the richest figures in music. From the streets of Compton to Silicon Valley boardrooms, his journey had come full circle. Still, Dre never forgot where he came from. He donated millions to education and supported programs for young artists and entrepreneurs. His message was clear: success means nothing if it doesn't lift others. He once said that greatness is built from struggle and discipline, not shortcuts. Through it all, Dre remained quiet yet powerful. He let his music speak for him, beats that captured the heart of a generation and words that echoed the pain and pride of his people. His story is not about escaping the streets, but transforming them, turning struggle into strength and sound into success. Dr. Dre's journey shows that talent is only the beginning. Vision, hard work, and perseverance make the difference between surviving and creating history. From spinning records in small clubs to building a billion-dollar empire, he proved that no background, no hardship can define your future. His life is proof that even from the hardest beginnings, you can rise not just to the top of music, but to the height of greatness.